Hello Year 8s and welcome to your third lesson of the week. I hope you are all doing really well. I'm sure you are. You are all working so hard at home and we are all so very proud of you. You already know this, okay, so make sure that you are somewhere quiet to work. Make sure that you have all your equipment. For this lesson in particular, you are going to need maybe some coloured pens, some highlighters, okay, because you're going to be doing a little bit of annotating later on in the lesson, okay. So when you are ready to start, let's do this. Okay, so your starter lesson for today is I Spy with My Little Eye. Okay, so what you have there, you have got the name Stanley, and then you have got a column with adjectives and a column with nouns. Okay, so I would like you, now this is quite difficult, okay, it might take you longer than 5 minutes. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to think of an adjective and a noun beginning with the letters on the side. Okay, so for S we have got scrumptious sandwich. Okay, some of them I've filled in because I think Y will be quite difficult finding a noun that begins with a Y. Okay, you've got atrocious there. What noun could you put with the word atrocious? And then you've got the noun lizard. What adjective would you use beginning with L to describe the lizard? Okay, like I said, it might take you longer than 5 minutes, but don't panic. Okay, we're going to go through it at the end of the lesson. Okay, and you can be a bit silly if you like. Okay, you can put some silly nouns in there if you like. Okay, but they have to begin with the same letter. Okay, so 5 minutes or a little bit longer, away you go. Okay, so well done. I hope you enjoyed that activity, and I'm sure your teachers cannot wait to see what kind of adjectives and nouns that you came up with. But don't worry, we'll go through some answers later on in the lesson. Okay, so back to chapters 23 and 25. Okay, now it's very important that we do comprehension questions because it helps you to recap what you have just read or what you have just listened to, and it shows an understanding of the story. Okay, it shows you your understanding. Okay, so what I have done here is I have done some possible answers. Don't worry if yours isn't the same or it's not word for word. Don't worry, as long as you get the idea of what happened and how you are answering the question. Okay, so what structure technique has the writer used in these chapters, and why is it important to the story? Now, if you remember a while ago, we talked about all these structure techniques. Okay, so well done if you remembered that it was a flashback. Okay, so the writer has used flashbacks in chapters 23 and 25. Remember, that's when the writer goes back in time. Okay, and then this helps the reader to understand more about the past and how it links to the future. Okay, so we've met Kate Barlow, we've met Sam the Onion Man. Okay, and we're going to sort of try to understand now how this all links to Stanley and his story. Okay, and then question 2, why did everybody in the town of Green Lake expect Kate Barlow to marry Trout Walker? Well, because he was the son of the richest man in the county, and his family owned most of the peach trees and all of the land on the east side of the lake. Now, in the story as well, we see that Trout Walker can be a little bit stupid because he's not taking the work that Kate Barlow is doing in school. He's not taking it seriously, is he? Which makes him look even more silly than what he already is. Okay, so well done if you've got something similar to that. Okay, and then your next one, question 3. Why did Doc Hawthorne's head often smell of onions in the morning? This was a funny one, wasn't it? Yeah, it's because he used some special ointment on his head to stop him from losing any more hair, as he was almost completely bald. Okay, and remember that the people in Green Lake, if they were ill, they would do both, wouldn't they? They would use Doc Hawthorne's remedy, but they'd also use the onions as well. And they never quite knew which one worked, did they? Okay, so number 4. List the repairs that Sam did in the schoolhouse. And why do you think he did all these jobs? Okay, so this is what Sam repaired. He repaired the leaking roof. He repaired the windows that wouldn't open, the desk that wobbled, and the door that didn't hang right. And he did all of these jobs because they liked each other's company and they were falling in love, weren't they? Yeah. So well done if you got those answers, and if you haven't done already, you can write a few more notes in your book. Okay, well done. Okay, Year 8s, well done for completing your comprehension questions. I hope that you've managed to get lots and lots of things in there. Okay, so your first task for today is we are going to do some more recapping, and it's what you know so far. What I would like you to do very quickly is I would like you to copy this chart in your book. Now you might want to use a full page, turn it on its side so it's landscape, okay? And you have got all different sections there. If you look, you've got themes, characters, Camp Green Lake, Stanley, quotes, the warden, destiny and fate. Okay, so what I would like you to do is I would like you to pause the video and I would like you to draw that into your books, and then I want you to put all what you know in each little section, and you can also put some different quotes in as well. So if you can remember a quote that the warden said that you find interesting, you can write that down. Okay, this is probably going to take you about 10 minutes or 15 minutes at the tops, okay, but I want you to put everything you know onto your page. Okay, if you are confident with what you are doing, you can pause the video and you can just carry on with your work. But if you struggle, on the next page there are some ideas that you can fill in, but please have a go on your own. It's important that you do that. Okay, so continue with that activity, so maybe 15 minutes at the most. Okay. Okay, Year 8, so what you can see in front of you is a completed chart. All right, so hopefully you won't have needed this, because I'm confident that you will have known everything about holes so far. Okay, so I'm sure that you have lots and lots of detail on your page, but if not, you can pause the video now and you can add things to your chart. Okay, well done, guys. Okay, Year 8, so moving on to task 2. Okay, so what you can see in front of you is the beginning of chapter 23, and this is a description of the lake 110 years ago. Now, if you can remember from chapter 1, we get a very, very different description of the lake, okay, which we will move on to next week. We are going to do a little bit of comparing next week. But to start with, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to copy this extract down into your book. Okay, so your title is chapter 23, and then just write the quote down. Okay, so pause the video and do that now. Okay, so hopefully you have copied that extract down into your books in your neatest handwriting. Okay, so what we're going to do as part of task 2, we're going to explode some quotes. Now, we've done this before with wholes, and what that means is we are going to take certain sections from the extract and we are going to explore them in a lot more detail. Okay, so your first one is this one. So it was full of clear, cool water and it sparkled like a giant emerald in the sun. Okay, and then your second one is this one. All right. It was especially beautiful in the spring when the peach trees which lined the shore bloomed with pink and rose-coloured blossoms. So those are your 2 quotes. Okay, I would like you now to take a minute to write those down into your books, but I'd like you to leave quite a little bit of space around the edge for you to work around. Okay, so if you can do that for me now, please. Okay, so hopefully you have written those into your books. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to pay particular attention to the following things. Now this is where your highlighters and different coloured pens will come in handy. Okay, so I would like you to think about interesting vocabulary. Okay, what kind of words sort of jump out to you? Okay. I would like you to think about keywords and phrases, but also as well, what word classes are those? Are they adjectives? Are they nouns? Are they adverbs? Okay. Also, any language techniques that you can see. Okay. And most importantly, your ideas and your inference. Okay, right, remember this is the most important thing because we want to know your ideas. So a certain word will trigger different ideas and different meanings. Okay, but we can also link it to the description of the lake. Okay, and why the writer has done that, why the writer has decided to use this word in particular. Okay, and then develop those ideas further. Okay, so all your ideas that you have, see if you can develop them, think about how you can sort of use that word to link to different parts of the extract. So for example, the word emerald. Okay, we think of a precious stone, but you might be able to think of different things, okay, and link it to the actual water and the lake. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is I would like you to pause the video and spend some time annotating and exploding those quotes. Okay, so don't forget to write those quotes down neatly in your books and leave room around the edge for you to put your ideas. Okay, you're right. So well done for completing that task. I hope you have got lots and lots of notes and ideas written down. You will need those for the next lesson, so please make sure that you have completed that. Okay, so how did you do with I Spy with My Little Eye? Okay, it was a very difficult task, but let's see. Okay, these are some of the things that I got. Okay, so tantalising table, atrocious animal, notorious nose, lazy lizard, extraordinary elephant, and this I think was the hardest. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you got some help from parents, it's absolutely fine. So I went with youngster, so yelping youngster. Okay, so well done. Give yourselves a massive pat on the back if you've managed to fill in all those gaps. Okay, so well done, year 8. Okay, year 8, so well done, well done. So this is the final lesson of the week. Your next lesson this week is a reading lesson, so where you can put your feet up and read your book. I'm sure you do that every day though. Okay, so well done to everyone for working so hard, and please don't forget to upload your work so that your teachers can see all your efforts. Okay, so well done, enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the weekend. Okay, well done everyone, see you later, bye.